Hi everyone, this is the 18th video of the ACT Math Practice Problem series, and here we have an interesting problem from the concept of fraction. And as I always recommend, before seeing the solution, give it a try yourself, and after that of course you want to match with my solution. So let's get started. So here the question says that in a class of boys and girls, like a normal class in a high school or middle school, 3/5 of all students are boys and there are 30 girls. So we have been given the number of all girls in that class, but we have to find out how many boys are there in the class. But we have been given a fraction of all students who are boys, and that's 3/5 of all students in that class are boys. Now if you look at the answer options, we really don't have a whole lot of clue as to which one would be the correct answer, right? So let's try to solve the problem and see what is the correct answer. Now let's assume that the total number of students in that class, meaning all boys and all girls together, right? Total number of students in that class, let's assume that it is X. So how many boys we have in that class? Well, we have 3/5 of all students. So number of boys would be 3/5 of X. Can we write it like that? So number of boys is equal to 3/5 of X. And this is actually nothing but 3 times X over 5. Because of is actually a multiplication. Wherever you see an of like this, if somebody says 3/5 of a number or X, then you know that of can be replaced with a multiplication sign. So of can always be replaced with a multiplication sign, which is like a dot or cross, right? That's a multiplication. So 3/5 of X means 3/5 multiplied by X. So that would be 3 times X over 5. So how many girls we have in the class then? Now that we know the total number of students, which is X, and total number of boys, which is 3X over 5. So then can we find out how many girls we have in terms of X? That would be equal to total number of students minus the number of boys. Think about it. If we are trying to find out the number of girls, that would be total students minus the number of boys, and this is going to give us 2x over 5. If you simplify this will become 2x over 5. All I have done is I have done a simple subtraction here. LCM would be 5, so it would be 5 times x minus 3 times x over 5. That would be 2 times x over 5. But if you look at the question, we have been provided the actual number of girls right there, that is 30. So if you think about it, this 30 must be equal to 2 times x over 5. So from here we can say 2 times x over 5 is equal to 30, and from here if we have to find out x, then we can transpose everything to the right hand side. So that would be 30 times 5 divided by 2, and that would be 150 over 2, that would be 75. So now that we know the total number of students in the class, which is 75, and also in the question we have been given that there are 30 girls in the class, so the number of boys would be 75 minus 30, and that would be equal to 45. So we have 45 boys in the class. And if you look at our answer options, we have 45 as option F. So that is the correct answer here. And also if you look at it from another aspect, you can see that we had number of boys 3 times x over 5, that was the total number of boys. And if you use that also, so if I say 3 times x over 5, that's the number of boys. And what is the value of x? Well, we have found that the value of x is equal to 75. So we can say, okay, this must be 3 times 75 over 5, and that would be, if we divide both the numerator and the denominator by 5, so this would be 1 and this would be 15. So that would be 3 times 15, which is equal to 45. So if you want to do it this way also, you can do that, but the fastest way would be, as soon as you know the total number of students, you subtract the number of girls, then you immediately get the number of boys. I hope everything made sense. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.